Hello everyone. Welcome to our relationship talk. This is my first episode and I'm incredibly excited. Please join me weekly as I set you on the path to getting the love you deserve by giving you successful dating tips and relationship advice. Today I'll give you some dating advice for dating beginners and veteran daters alike. These science-based techniques will help you set the foundation for love to bloom. Get comfortable, relax with your favorite brew and let me indulge you in science-based first date advice proven to work by laying the foundation for love to bloom. Before delving into the actual tips, I think it's important for you to understand the hormones that influence our behavior during dating and falling in love. I believe this knowledge will help you successfully navigate your dating journey with confidence and ease. As we all know, romantic love is one of the most euphoric encounters we can experience. Let's look briefly at what happens in the body when you're attracted to someone. When you lock eyes with someone you are attracted to, the feelings you have as you experience passion is chemically induced. There are several chemicals involved in the process of attraction and falling in love, such as phenylethylamine, or PEA for short, dopamine, norepinephrine, oxytocin, serotonin and vasopressin. Phenylethylamine, PEA, is chemically similar to amphetamine and is a mild alkaloid stimulant produced naturally in the brain when we fall in love. PEA is also stimulated when we win a prize, bungee jump or skydive, take drugs like cocaine, or when we are frightened or angry. It gives the brain psychological energy, focus, drive, and elevates a depressed mood. These chemicals, dopamine, norepinephrine, and phenylethylamine, act on the limbic system, which is the emotional center of the brain, and is responsible for the feelings of euphoria and ecstasy experienced during new love. Dopamine increase in the brain is associated with heightened attention, motivation, and goal-directed behaviors as a lover focus on the object of their desire. Since we are focusing on tips for a first date, with hopes of making that beautiful stranger fall in love, we will focus on the hormone dopamine to create dates that increases dopamine. The idea is, if you want someone to like you, put them in a good mood by raising their dopamine levels and associating yourself with a good time. All things equal, this will create interest and the right environment for love to bloom. Dating tips and ideas. When you do something novel with someone, you drive up the dopamine in the brain, which triggers this brain system for romantic love. Here are some activities that you can indulge in to trigger dopamine release. Firstly, start by understanding what activities trigger excitement for your date. That is, what makes him or her excited? What do they like doing that stimulates that feel-good feeling? Going to the gym, going out to eat, listening to live music, etc. If you're stuck for an idea, perhaps you can go for a rickshaw ride in the city, go for a dopamine-rich meal, watch a scary movie, go zip-lining, skydiving. Parasailing, go to an amusement park. Choose something exciting and endearing. Attraction is based on our pheromones, something that is instinctive which we aren't often aware of. The best way to smell someone's pheromones is right after a workout. Therefore, do an activity with your crush that gets the pheromones going, such as hiking, rock climbing, workout together, or walking on the beach. These activities also trigger dopamine release. This goes without saying, but dress well. Research shows that we make a first impression on someone within 7 seconds. Experiments by Princeton researchers suggest that people can make accurate judgments of others within 1/10 of a second. During discussions before you plan your date, try to form an understanding of what your potential is attracted to, how they like their partner to dress. What makes up their love map? The love map is an unconscious list of traits that you build in childhood but solidifies in your adolescent years. People are drawn to what's familiar. Our preference for a specific type of partner who we want to love is conditioned by, but not limited to, parents, culture, and background. Therefore, if these criteria are met, the likelihood of falling in love when we find that person is that much greater. Therefore, it is important to understand your potential mate's background and desires to understand what they are looking for, and you can make adjustments if you're inclined to. Smell good, relax, and show your sense of humor, i.e., crack a few jokes if you can. Find out what's their favorite scent. Our sense of smell is one of our brain's most primitive senses, the same as our sex drive. As a result, memories connected with a scent are stored much more deeply. Think of the smell of your favorite meal or your favorite childhood activity and see how quickly a memory related to that scent comes floating back to you. No matter how long it's been since you've experienced the scent, it will come to you vividly if you allow yourself to focus on it. Provoke your date's favorite scent. Listen with keenness and ask follow-up questions to show interest. Mirroring or the chameleon effect involves subtly mimicking another person's behavior. The aim is to make it unconscious rather than obvious, as mimicry sparks liking. You can copy body language, gestures, and facial expressions. Mirroring creates the impression that you're similar. We bond with people who are similar because it's familiar. Copying their lingo and use of sensory words and adjective instantly build rapport with anyone you meet. We use words based on our senses or primary intelligence type. We generally favor one of our 5 senses over the others. For example, hearing, a musician might say, "That sounds great," or "I hear what you're saying." Touch, a personal trainer might say, "I feel you," or "I'm touched," or "That rubs me the wrong way." Sight, a painter might say, "I can see that," or "It looks good," and so on. If the person you're speaking to uses phrases that indicate their preferred sense, you can indulge the conversation with the same phrases, creating familiarity to get on their good side. If going out to eat, plan a date somewhere that has dopamine-rich foods, then make a suggestion of what to try, a dopamine-rich meal. Dopamine-rich foods include nuts and seeds. Thai food may contain these ingredients. Be diligent and ensure they are not allergic: chicken, eggs, meat, fish and prawns, soya, legumes and beans, cheese, milk, yogurt. Dark chocolate, banana, green tea, watermelon, cranberries, wine, grapes, blueberries, pistachios, herring, lake trout, mackerel, salmon, sardines, and seaweed. This strategy can also be used for a second date, where you can offer to cook for your date. Cooking for a partner makes them feel safe, and it would be easier to incorporate other strategies such as provoking their sense of smell with a candle, etc. Make the person feel important. One of the best ways to make a person feel important is by giving compliments. Not flattery, but a genuine compliment based on something you've observed, such as a part of their outfit, an aspect of their personality, physical features, and so on. You can venture as far as to elaborate on why you like the aspect about them that you're complimenting. Studies even show that giving someone a compliment activates the same neurons in our brain as receiving a physical gift. Take care not to overindulge this strategy, as it can become off-putting if you do. The eyebrow flash is commonly used amongst people who are familiar with each other, as it shows you're happy to see them. It's a good strategy to use when meeting new people because it creates a feeling of familiarity and closeness, since people typically only use this gesture when they know each other. How to do the eyebrow flash? Make eye contact and immediately raise both your eyebrows. Make a quick up and down. Hold it for too long and you'll risk looking like a scared deer in the headlights. Our brain gets bored easily and therefore needs to be stimulated with entertaining nuggets. Developmental molecular biologist John Medina discovered that the brain has a very short attention span. This is why we are attracted to people and things that are intriguing, interesting, and engaging. Sometimes we act boring because we are afraid of being seen as weird or different, so we don't share how we really feel, we hide our quirks, and we try to fit in. Don't be ordinary, don't fit in, don't be boring, it's dull and unattractive. Emphasize shared values, as people are more attracted to those who are similar to them. Smile frequently. Research shows that when we meet someone, the first thing we notice is their eyes, followed closely by their smile. A smile puts us all in a good mood. See the other person how they want to be seen. This is known as the self-verification theory. Whatever our views are, whether positive or negative, confirmations of our views are important to us. Research suggests that when people's beliefs of us align with our own, it builds a good bond in our relationship, making it flow more smoothly. Feeling understood is an important component of intimacy. Be a little vulnerable and show emotional openness by disclosing something important or sharing a secret. Self-disclosure may be one of the best relationship-building techniques. When you share intimate information with someone, they feel closer to you. Harvard researchers recently discovered that talking about yourself may be inherently rewarding, the same way that food, money, and sex are. Results showed that the brain regions associated with motivation and reward, the same region associated with sex and feeling good, are most active when people speak about themselves. Let your date talk about themselves. It will make them feel valued and important. Indulge childhood memories or activities such as going to a fairground or playing childhood games, skating, biking, go-karting, leapfrog, sack race, kite flying, spring dodger, water gun fight, trampolining, etc. You can ask your date about favorite childhood memories and plan a date around that. Plan a date near water such as boating or punting, as this is romantic and calming. Sunlight increases the number of dopamine receptors in the skin and helps the body to produce vitamin D, therefore stimulating the release of dopamine. Plan a picnic in the park on a sunny day or go punting. Plan a meditation date. Touch releases oxytocin and drives up dopamine, so planning a couple's massage can encourage romantic feelings. Go to a local zoo or animal feeding. Do a class together: dancing, art, naked live drawing, wine making. Perfume making class. We've discussed the effects of scents earlier in this piece. Creating a scent together creates a memory that will forever bond you as a couple. Visit a fruit orchard or farm. Share with friends or family who might find these tips useful. Don't forget to leave a review so that we can have an indication of how useful you're finding these videos. If there is a particular topic you'd like to hear more about, leave us a message. In the next episode, one will look at couples compatible. Until next time.